Well, good Tuesday afternoon to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy, as you can see. Look at that. Didn't work yesterday, so didn't shave yesterday. How you like it? I like it. But anyway, back to work tonight, so time for a shave. So some of you will remember, as I get another sip of the Cafe Bustelo here. Oh, I had to get you going. Some of you might remember that I got a bunch of samples in the other day from a shave buddy of mine, and one of the ones he sent that's got an interesting scent to it. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a very clean scent. It's Rustic shaving soap, and this is the Matterhorn, and it's it's got that wintry, mountaintop, snowy, whatever feel to it, is where it's supposed to be headed. And yeah, I don't know a lot about Rustic shaving soaps, the brand and everything, WSP, and let's see here, it's from Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, I spent some time living in Tucson, and of course Scottsdale is just up the road, so this ought to be fun. Wet shaving products, WSP, Rustic shaving soap, Matterhorn, made in the good old US of A. So we're going to give that a whirl. And just because I haven't worn it in a while, we're going to use the knockoff, the Family Dollar knockoff here of a kind of smells like Brut. This doesn't get a lot of love. I don't see a lot of people using Brut, and that's a shame, because that's it's a very classy scent there. So the other day, someone asked in one of the comments, do you ever use double-edged razors? Sure. Not very often, just like I don't use open blades often. I'm mostly single-edge and injector. But today, we're going to use double-edge. So here's what we're going to use. This is a 1908 Gillette single ring. See, it's got the single ring up here. It's a three-piece razor, but the base plate is attached to the handle. So you got the little cylinder that comes out that screws onto here. It's of course silver plated, as you can see. And this one is dated because it's got a serial number on the barrel that dates it to 1908. Or on the piece here, I don't know if that's actually the barrel. But anyway, to 1908. And I've had this thing for a while, and I shined it up a while back when I got to shine in the B1 and the 81s and all that kind of stuff. And the silver still shined up pretty neat, so that was always fun. So we're going to use one of these, a Gillette 7 o'clock Super Platinum. Now, normally I use dollar store blades. They work great, they shave great, they don't cost as much. Blade's a blade, razor's a razor, whatever. But since I was given a whole stack of double-edged blades here a while back, figured I'd use some of them. So we're going to take it out of the old wax paper, cellophane, whatever it is. And to load one of these, what I do, and you may do it differently, is I take the head and just slide the blade down the head, holding it on the ends where I don't get my finger nicked. And then we're going to put this part right on top of that. And last but not least, we're going to drop this in and tighten it up. And then, like all these old razors, they were originally made to use the old 3-hole blades, which I have some. I have one I think might shave, and I'm going to try that here before long. An actual vintage blade. So what you want to do is you want to be sure that the blade is good and centered, and everything's good, and then you tighten the head down, and it looks something like that when you get done. And that ought to be really good. Now this is, like I said, a 1908. All the teeth are really nice and straight on it. I've got a box for it, a case. It's kind of beat up, but it's still there. And all that kind of good stuff. That's a pretty nice little single ring. One of these days I'll find a double ring, but so far I haven't been able to do that. Oh, that's good coffee. All right. So let's see how the wet shaving products, Rustic shaving soap, Matterhorn, does for us today. Like I said, we got enough of a growth there. You could actually see the old gray hair coming out. still a young guy and I got all that gray hair. I'm not even 50 yet. Got all that gray hair, but I've been getting gray hair for years, so no big deal there. Doesn't bother me any at all. All right, so this is a small container. So I've got the little Burma Shave brush, and we're going to see if we get any kind of a lather out of it. Sometimes these small containers can be kind of a challenge, but all we're doing is just loading soap on the end of the brush. We're not, because we're face lather. So we should have room to do that. By golly. Don't mind being a little bit messy. Chucks are in the bathroom. Not like you can't wash up if you get a little messy. So we're getting us a little soap up here. Starting to look kind of like that. There we go. So the lead ingredient on this is stearic acid, like the Katie's Bubbles we used the other day. That was the head ingredient on it. Last ingredient is glycerin. So apparently they add some glycerin in, but I don't think it's really a glycerin soap. Or is it? I don't know. What is stearic acid? It's not labeled, it's tallow. So I don't know. One of you chemist types out there can sort that out for me. Well, let's see if we got enough of soap here on the brush to do anything. Now, if you're a scent person, this one smells pretty good. It's a nice outdoorsy, light scent. Maybe a little bit on the sweet side. Very clean smelling. I like that in a soap. It's not heavy. But scent does not affect performance. And I enjoy my shaves just as much as anybody else. Probably more than some. I mean, that's the whole point, right? When you get into this hobby, it begins to be fun to shave. But, you know, I don't know. I say scent doesn't matter with performance, and people get on me about how scent helps with their experience of the shave, and it's better to smell the scent than this, that, and the other. It's shaving, folks, really. I do enjoy it. I enjoy the hobby. I enjoy the camaraderie. Although it's mostly online, which is great for me because I'm an introvert and I like being around people anyway. And, you know, here's where the enjoyable part comes in. You take a razor, it's got a sharpened piece of blade in there, and you make it work right. I love it. So these are, you know, razor, blade's a blade. There's no difference in using a 1908 single ring than there is in using, I don't know, a Mercury clone or any of the others that are around. It's just a razor in angle and pressure. Then we'll see if the soap does its job and provides us with a good slick layer. And I can say that so far it has. Do a little rinse thing. Under the old chin there. Oh, that feels nice. I love shaving with these other things. The old heads, the old razors, not just old, but actually the Gillette olds. It was a name for their razors when, you know, and then they had the news, and then the new improves, new standards, and nothing, in my opinion, is any better than just a plain old, O-L-E, old. And a single ring is just amazing to shave with. I can tell you, the single rings, the olds, like the 1918 I used here a while back, those have got to be my favorite double-edged razors. Just got to be. So look at there. I'm talking smooth. Got all that soap sold up. Let's see what we get on a second lather with the soap. Oh yeah, just fine. Even loading out of that little tin. Look at there. We got plenty. of lather. But where's the buttercream, you say? Down in the bakery, I say. You do not need buttercream lather. Oh, but it helps with the experience, and I like the smell, and I like to work in the lather up, and I like... Fine. Knock it out. But putting on mounds and goobs and gobs of lather does nothing to help your shave. Nothing at all. And a lot of artisan soaps, I think, actually add stuff to get the better lather, because people want to see that, and they know that's why they're buying their stuff, and that's great. Capitalist society, make your money. But as far as shaving goes, not really needed. All right, let's get the old across the grain going with the old single ring here. And I can tell you, it's going to be just as good as the with the grain was. That's how this razor rolls. So also, another thing I kind of rant about, can you believe I rant? Not me. Is I love hearing people spending $150, $200, $300, whatever it is, on modern razors that are basically reproductions of the old razors. Yeah, what I said. And I love when their reasoning is, well, I want a modern, well-made, sturdy, whatever you want to put on their product. And I'm sitting there going, this thing is 108 years old. Looks like the day it came out of the factory. Shaves like the day it came out of the factory, and will continue to for quite some time. And it don't cost nowhere near $200. But they want the new stuff, and it's better because it's modern machine practices, and it's made out of solid this, and it's that, and it feels good. It's like, what? Really? Jeez. Alright, let's straighten up around the goatee here a little bit. Even before we put the witch hazel on, there's enough slickness under there. You know, I'm not the world's greatest soap reviewer, because what most people review soaps on don't matter to me. But here's what we're going to say about the Matterhorn. Wet shaving products, Rustic shaving soap, Matterhorn. This is what we're going to say. It's a solid soap. It lathered okay. It was slick. I didn't get any, razor wasn't trying to jump all over the place and clog up. And I was able to make a good lather with it with a stiff boar brush right out of the little old 1 ounce tin that the sample came in here. Look at that. Now I don't know, I didn't look up to see cost-wise what the soap is like. I don't know if it's an expensive soap or not so expensive soap. If it was an expensive soap, probably not interested in it. Yeah, but if it's not too expensive, I'd probably be interested in it. Not a bad soap at all, actually. Made in the U.S. here, over to Arizona. Nothing wrong with Arizona. I like Arizona. Lived nearly 5 years in Tucson, Arizona. One of the places I've lived that I'd go back to again. Some of them I probably wouldn't, but that's one of the places I would definitely go back to again. If they'd let me come back. There's that one Waffle House out there. I doubt they'd let me back yet. But anyway, that's a story for another day. So we're going to get our witch hazel on, because remember we do our touch-up pass with just some witch hazel. Generic store brand witch hazel. We had Dickerson's before, because that's what the store had. But this time I actually got just the Winn-Dixie's store brand, whatever they had. I didn't even look at the brand name on it, but it's just generic stuff. And our touch-up pass always ends up just being a full pass, whether we need it or not. Because that's how it is. Goatee cleaned up nice. Get a little bit on this side, just to be sure. Because I don't like, one of the things I'm almost OCD on is feeling around under that goatee. I don't like no rough edges. All right. 1908 single ring. Silver plated. Beautiful little piece of work. Amazing how how good those old razors are. Burma Shave brush. Just a plain Jane boar brush. There's nothing fancy about the Burma Shave brush, I take. Apparently works great though, huh? What do you think? Work the soap up out of that little tub. Got it spread on, and away we go. That's that witch hazel off there. Although you could leave the witch hazel on, I imagine it wouldn't hurt a thing in the world. But it all get dried off, and we can look at here and see what we got. Remember how it was all fuzzy to start with? Nope, not anymore. So there's my shave for the day. How did yours go? So of course this shave won't be posted at Toast because I used an unmentionable. Maybe the shave den, I'll catch up over there and post a shave over there. We'll see what happens. Flash us on a little bit of the Smells Like Brut. And the Family Dollar is really a close approximation of the Brut. And it's a couple dollars a bottle as I recall. So you know, we'll get you some. It's not a heavy scent. It's not one of those scents that most people object to because of, you know, it's not, it dries down, it's nice and light. It's there, but it's nice and light. And that's what you're looking for, knocking it out. So, final thoughts on this here shave with the Wet Shaving Products Rustic Shaving Soap, Matterhorn. I like it. It's got a nice clean scent. It lathered good. It was nice and slick. That's about all I care about right there. It's good stuff. Now, like I said, can't tell you nothing about price because I didn't go look it up. I'm not quite that efficient, but it's all right. Well, look, y'all have a great day. I'm going to go get ready for work, so I got time to stop and pick me up a little something to nibble on, as Agent 007 said. 00 Devin. I think I said 7. But anyway, a little nibble. So I'll stop and get me a little nibble along the way. Y'all have a great day. It's getting kind of coolish, you know, but it's warming up towards the weekend. We're going to have some storms and all, and then it's going to get cold again. Typical weather down here in Louisiana. Hope wherever you are, you're staying warm, you're staying dry, you're staying comfortable, and that you're having happy shaves. Later, guys.